Why I select this issue and why the team of the organizing asking me to this subject. There's three issues here. Number one, the waste in these regions is generating in a huge quantity, and you will see there's some numbers will come. Second, we still in this region lacking of that certain technologies. And this we are facing. I am working in SABIC more than 25 years, and for JIPCA, we are familiar with the challenges we are facing. The third, until today, and you will have seen the numbers, we're still using the conventional methods, incinerators, landfilling, chemical and physical treatment. We are wasting money, we're spending money. Why we bring effective management? Also, the last point here we will share with you, today we are not standalone, we are a part of the global issues. And I will try to share with you the international practice. Today, this is the scope in the GCC. This is a study we did it. This is today giving you, by the way, the source, we have three sources of that. One, our survey in the GCC. Second, during our chairmanship in the Gulf. Third, some internal studies we did for some. That's meaning I'll give you some numbers to understand, at least those people in the business understand, those people in the community. You can see today here, if we are making the percentage, that's meaning most of the waste coming from the constructions. And if you are dealing with in the Gulf around 70 to 80 million metric tons, that's meaning you talk about a huge quantity. Industry representing around 15%, but the other things is coming from the constructions. And this is 70%. And the question is what you are doing today in the GCC with this kind of numbers. Give you waste management in the breakdown by the countries. Why I bring this slide? I bring it for one reason. We need to generate business in the Gulf. Those people today, where is the market? Where we can hit, where we should develop our business plan, where we will get knowledge and experience. And this is giving you more than 50% coming from Saudi Arabia. And this is expecting because Saudi Arabia, if we have talking about industries, we have Jebel and Yanbu, we have 13 cities, that's meaning it's expecting. Also, if you go to municipal waste, I can take with a huge number again. These numbers, we bring it here to the committee here. We need to build business case in the future, either from understanding of the business or from how we will handle it. Again, if you are looking what is the waste resources in the Gulf, this is a survey. We have done it for more than 60 sites. And we summarize that in this. We have in heavy industries. And in heavy industries, we have a special studies for that. I don't know the time is enough to me or not to share with you what the key industries. Who are the key industries? If you talk in Bahrain, GBIC. If you talk to Emirate ADNOC, if you Orbit, SABIC, Aramco, Equate, BIC, Rabic, and those kind of big industries, I can speak. And this is the survey for all those areas where we have. Industrial cities is still not generating a huge quantity, but most of their problem in spent catalyst and used oil. Again, we go specifically, and this is why we bring this to you guys. We're not bringing just to see the number, we bring it to everybody go back to his business and to develop business plan, where he need to do. That's why we bring this thing. This is any industry of you must have one of these. It must. Any company, tell me, I can tell you, you have this thing. This is map very important. That's meaning any industry, either you are from the government side or sector side, definitely you have one of those. And why you bring it, all of these, there is a program already there, either in the regional levels or at the country level. Again, commercial industrial waste, this is city. This is a study we made it for one client. This is a survey. And this is really real study. And this 5 days spent, the people make analysis. What's the problem in the Gulf, guys? The problem in the Gulf today, the numbers, the data quality. This is one of the key challenges. This is number one. Number two, the segregation is still weak. And I'll give you one example. We are in JIPCA made a study for the West. One country, one company paid around 3,000 for metric ton. One making money. It is ridiculous. People spending 4,000 Saudi riyal, that's meaning $1,000, and another one making money. Where is the problem? The problem is nobody knows, is this waste categorized or classified as hazardous or non-hazardous? And this is very, very challenging. I will share with you what we need to do. Again, from our survey, today we have 17% of that waste is from industry. This is not easy numbers. This is not easy number if you take it as a quantity-wise. These numbers and these issues will try to help the people. Again, we made a study for what surfaces are there in the region. Unfortunately, the people using the conventional way, incineration and landfilling. Of course, deep well injection, we don't have it here, only we have it in the state, in Houston. Here, we are not allowed it for many technical reasons. This is not the time for it. But most of the people here either have incinerations, which is very expensive, or we have chemical and disposal. Again, when we made a survey to those people, some material shouldn't go to incinerations because very costly and doesn't go there. But because the people, they know other alternatives, the people send it to those people. My colleagues, I think one of the messages here, there is a lacking of expertise, people who should give a good advice to his company. And this is of the message, the people, sometimes you're wasting money for something you may avoid it. Let me share with you, we made a study for municipal waste because industrial is a part of it. What we found, one very low percentage of recycling. This is the talk from Saudi Arabia until go to Bahrain. I'm around 7 to 10%. That's meaning we have in Saudi Arabia generating a huge quantity of organic waste, 70%. Today only compost, which is soil conditioner. This is not add value from economical side. Nobody will pay money, and at the end of the day, no payback. This is very simple. The second, effective tracking system, and this is one of the challenge, either under the industrial level or under the country level. Tracking system is still very weak, and this is one of the challenge we are facing, us, facing you. Even you go to any company, if you ask 2 departments, everybody will give you different numbers. I face it in my life, and you will face it in the end of the day. And based of that, in absence of the quality, you cannot make a good plan. How you make a plan? And those people in sustainability, all of you, most of you, have KPIs. I'm sure he have a challenging in the end of the year what the percentage he will do it. I'm sure he will do it from his head because the data itself is not qualified. This is the problem. The quality of the data is in big questions. Again, the mixing of hazardous waste with non-hazardous, this is a problem. If you go to the people, go to the medical waste quickly, some people paying money shouldn't pay because segregation hospital is wrong. This is one problem. And around 25 to 40% of the mixing is wrong. And this is one of the issues. When you are going for medical waste, you should understand what should be classified as medical, under hazardous, use autoclave, use dissolved, use whatever is from technology. And if you are doing sometime areas, no should be there. The company paid money for nonsense. And this is one of the issues. Again, the disposal, both potential recycling is again, I remember the people when you go to recycling, they are reuse material. It's not marketing. And this is one of the challenge in the Gulf level. What we did, we made a small cycle and we make some critique of the program. Either the people know the regulations, sometimes the regulations coming from outsider, the people, they don't have their called local protocol. And the government in GCC tried to develop one for municipals, but they did not develop anything for industrial waste, what we are facing. Today, we are facing in the Gulf. In the Gulf, we cannot now transfer the waste from one country to another. This is we should admit that, we should understand that. And in GCC, they are discussing this issue from around 7 years. Of course, the people put the Basel Convention in the top of it. And we understand that issue because Basel Convention, Basel Convention asks our people, you cannot transfer one waste from country A to B unless 1, 2, 3 sit. What we did, actually in the Gulf, they don't succeed in this new form or protocol. And the second problem of that, this is will limited the cooperation among certain cities. Example, if I have good environmental service in Bahrain, I cannot use it if I'm in Saudi Arabia, in Dammam or Jubail. Or if we have good facility in Qatar, we can't use it. This is one of the challenges. Now today, what the people did, okay, we are doing two conventions, Basel conventions, to send it outside. Of course, there is certain condition. Number one, all of us should comply with Basel Convention. Otherwise, there is a liability to us. And all our countries have signed that treaties. All of us should comply with it. This is number one. Number two, we need also to work to Basel Conventions, but to understand where we can comply in it. And for examples, if we are going to send waste to China, to India, to Bahrain, we have 3 key parameters will help us. Number one, where this material will go. And this is very simple. We understand the client who will receive it, and we take just a guarantee letter. Second, those people will use our material. That's I'm saying, the people have environmental permit, and we did. 3, who's in that material should have a very good documentation paper. We succeed in SABIC. One material, before that we spend huge money. After that, today we are making 30 million Saudi riyal. But we understand it, and we translate it where we can get benefit. Done. I will be 3 minutes?
3 minutes.
Okay, I told the people from the beginning. Let me give you quickly about this. This is the examples all of us who have waiting. We call it inventory under level 1, level 2, level 3. This is one of the issues. When you have the problem is most of you using the routine audit doesn't help you at all. It will not help you. Please don't do it because it's only like a record keeping. I think you need certain program to understand very well because the people use under if you have, I'm sure you guys are aware about the clean production. That's meaning you have very good data will helping you. This is very simple. This from our survey. Number one, industrial waste, no guidelines for the Gulf, period. Can we take a recommendation through this committee? We need a protocol for waste classification in the Gulf? I think yes. Municipal people doing great job. I have seen, yes, there is some comments, but for waste, nothing. What terminology in Bahrain, different Saudi Arabia, and sometimes if we have a problem, we are using EBA terminology. I think this is very important. Health waste, yes, health waste, we are participated, we work on it. To there's a clear guidelines, people can use it easily. Very simple, you can see we are targeting today 22% of material go for incineration in the Gulf. We have 15. Those we are targeting, and I'm saying around 40% of the waste we can make money and we can make benefit. I'm not going this opportunity to reduce waste. This is, you can take it later on. But let me go to this strategy. This is one of the studies we made it for a big city in Saudi Arabia. And this is the strategy. You can use that. Later on, I can give explanation how you will do that strategy either under city level or under the company level. Conclusions, very important to have management system. How many people have tracking? I will leave that question for you. Again, policy making, yes, the problem is many people have KPIs, but please, I am advising you, don't put a high percentage. After 2 years, you cannot comply with that. Many companies, I know they face a problem for implementing. Good waste management will result in economic benefits. Yes, we have a very lot of examples of that. Adopting technology, yes. Unfortunately, in the Gulf, we are using only technology that people have it. I think that the attention should be given to small, medium size. We are facing in the Gulf, we have more than 6,000 to 8,000 industries in the Gulf. We have a problem with them, really. I think this is a message to you in your high level in the ministry. Small and medium size facing a problem. They don't have resources, no manpower, and need help from your side. by this. Thank you very much.